Hello and welcome back to our beginner Python course. In this lesson, we'll be exploring the next steps with lists in Python. In our previous lesson, we introduced the fundamental concepts of lists, including how to create a list, accessing individual list elements, slicing, and more. By the end of this lesson, you'll discover more exciting functionalities of lists in Python and develop the skills to solve coding problems involving lists. So gear up and let's dive in. Open your PyCharm code editor and create a new Python file called listrecap.py. So what exactly is a list? To recap on our previous lesson, we define a list as a versatile container that can store a collection of items. Unlike regular variables, we store only a single value. To create a list, you need to first create a variable to store the list. So we'll create a variable fruits and set it to an empty list using square brackets, and then populate it with 5 different types of fruits, separating each element with a comma. Let's add a comment. And now we have our first list. Remember, all strings must be enclosed in quotes, either single quotes or double quotes. Again, to recap, a Python list can contain multiple data types. For instance, let's create another list called mixed lists and populate it with. This list contains a string, an integer, a float, another list, and a Boolean value. Let's add a comment. Let's print it. So print mixed list. Let's run our program. And we can see that a Python list can be filled with values of multiple data types. Again, you can access elements in a list through indexing. Indexing in Python refers to the process of accessing individual elements within a list using their position or index number within square brackets. This is because each element in a list has a unique position index. The first element has an index of 0, the second element has an index of 1, the third element has an index of 2, and so forth. To retrieve the first element, we'll use the index 0. So we'll write fruits bracket 0 like this. Let's assign it to a variable. First element equals this. Let's add a comment. Let's print it. So print using f string. So f, the first element is curly braces, first element. Let's run the program. And the first fruit element is apple. Now let's access the fourth element. So we'll write fourth element equals fruits bracket 3. Let's print it. Print f, the fourth element is curly braces, fourth element. Let's run the program. And the fourth fruit element is pineapple. To slice the list, you need to specify a range of indices using the colon operator within square brackets. So we can say a slice of fruits and write fruits bracket 1 colon 4. This is a slice of our fruits list. Slicing is a technique of extracting a portion of a list to create a new list. In our slice, the range starts from index 1 and will end at index 3, not 4. Remember, in slicing, the element at the end index is not included in the selected range. This is a fundamental rule about slicing in Python. Let's print this slice. So we'll write print around it. Let's run our program. And we have a slice of our fruits. Excellent. To search for an item in a list, you can utilize the in keyword. Let's add a comment for clarity. So let's check if apple is in the list. If apple in fruits, print Apple is in the list. Else, print Apple is not in the list. Let's run the program, and Apple is in the list. Let's create a new Python file called listoperations.py. Unpacking a list is a powerful technique in Python. It allows you to extract individual elements from a list and assign them to separate variables. For instance, let's create a list called myList and populate it with the values 1, 2, 3. Now we can unpack each of these values into 3 different variables like this: a, b, c equals my list. Let's print them. So print. Let's run the program, and we can see that a has been assigned to 1, b has been assigned to 2, and c has been assigned to 3. Let's try another example. Let's create a new list called full name and populate it with the values Darlington, Yeboah, Fadams. This is a list containing my first name, middle name, and last name. Now let's unpack them into 3 different variables as follows: first name, middle name, last name equals full name, which contains a list. Now let's print them separately. So print let's run the program, and we can see the list nicely unpacked into multiple variables. Remember, when unpacking a list, ensure that you have the exact number of variables as elements in the list. For instance, if your list contains 3 elements, you must unpack it into 3 variables, and so on. In Python, lists are mutable, meaning you can modify their elements after creation. So let's explore some common operations to modify a list using various list methods. You can add elements to the end of a list using the append method. For example, let's create a new list. Let's clear everything here and create a list called data team. And let's populate it with the names of the team members as follows. We have Michael, Samuel, Emmanuel. Later, the company decides to hire a new data scientist called David to join the team. How can David be added to the list? To do this, we simply use the append method. So we'll write data team dot append David. This will add David to the end of the list. Let's print the list now. So print data team. Let's run the program. And voila, David becomes part of the team. Excellent. Let's add a comment here. Now, let's say Emmanuel from the data science team travels out of the country and decides to join a new company. How can we remove Emmanuel from the list? To do that, we simply use the remove method. Let's write a comment and say data team dot remove quote Emmanuel. This will remove the first occurrence of Emmanuel from the list. If there are multiple occurrences of Emmanuel in the list, only the first one encountered will be removed. Let's print the list now. So print data team. Let's run the program. And now Emmanuel is no longer part of the list. Let's create a new list filled with numbers. New list equals, and populate it with 9, 5, 4, 8, 6, 2, 3, 7, 1. You can sort this list using the sort method. To do this, we'll simply type new list dot sort. Let's print it. So we'll type print new list. Let's run the program, and the new list is nicely sorted in ascending order. To reverse the same list, you can use the reverse method. Let's add a comment and type new list dot reverse. Let's print it. So print new list. Let's run the program, and the sorted list is now reversed. Before we conclude this lesson, let's put our knowledge of lists to the test by solving two practical challenges. Let's create a new Python file called list.challenge1.py. Now, challenge 1. Write a Python program that simulates a shopping list. Start with an empty list representing your shopping cart. You have 5 items to shop for: bread, milk, eggs, apples, and cheese. Shop for these items at random, but as you shop, add each item to the list one at a time. After adding each item, print the updated list. Once you finish shopping, sort the items in alphabetical order and print the final list. Pause the video and solve this challenge on your own. Afterwards, come back and see my solution. To solve this challenge, let's create an empty list. Let's start with a comment. So we'll say shopping cart set to an empty list. Let's get back to our question. As you shop, add each item to the list one at a time. All right, let's start with a comment. So what do we buy first? Let's start with apples. So we'll say shopping cart dot append apples. Now the question said, as you shop, add each item to the list one at a time. After adding each item, print the updated list. Okay, so let's print the updated shopping cart. So we will say print shopping cart, comma, shopping cart. Let's run the program and see the updated shopping cart. And now our shopping cart has apples. Let's continue shopping. Next, let's buy some bread. So we'll say shopping cart dot append bread. Let's go ahead and print the updated shopping cart. So we'll say print shopping cart, comma, shopping cart. Let's run the program and see the updated cart. And now we have apples and bread in our shopping cart. Let's keep shopping. Let's go ahead and buy some milk. So we'll say shopping cart dot append milk. Let's print the updated shopping cart. Shopping cart. Let's run the program. And now our shopping cart has apples, bread, and milk. Let's keep shopping. Let's go ahead and buy some eggs now. So we'll say shopping cart dot append eggs. Let's print the updated shopping cart. So print shopping cart, shopping cart. Let's run the program. And now we have apples, bread, milk, and eggs. We have one more thing to buy, and that is cheese. Let's continue shopping. So shopping cart dot append cheese. Let's print the updated shopping cart. So print shopping cart, shopping cart. Let's run the program. And now our shopping cart has apples, bread, milk, eggs, and cheese. Even though we started with an empty list, now we have 5 items in our list using the append method. Let's go back to our question. It says, write a Python program that simulates a shopping list. We've done that. Start with an empty list that represents your shopping cart. We've done that. You have 5 items to shop for. Shop for these items at random. But as you shop, add each item to the list one at a time. After adding each item, print the updated list. We've done that. Once you finish shopping, sort the items in alphabetical order and print the final list. So that is what we are left to do. let's write a comment. To do that, we'll say shopping cart dot sort. That's all. And now it says we should print the final list. Let me write a comment. So we'll say print final shopping list, comma, shopping cart. Let's run the program. And voila, problem solved. Let's create our final Python file called list.challenge2.py. And now our final challenge. Write a Python program that stores the following numbers in a list: 8, 12, 3, 23, 13, 1, and 24. Sort the numbers in ascending order and print the list. Then, create a slice to select the first 4 numbers of the list and print the slice. Finally, remove the number 12 from the list and print the updated list. Pause the video and solve this challenge on your own. Then, come back and see my solution. Let's start with a comment. Now let's create a variable called numbers to store the list. The numbers are 8, 12, 3, 23, 13, 1, and 24. And to sort, let's write numbers.sort. Then let's print the sorted list. So we'll write print sorted list numbers. Let's run the program. And we can see that the numbers are nicely sorted. Let's take another look at the question. It says, write a Python program that stores the following numbers in a list. Sort the numbers in ascending order and print the lists. Okay, we've done that. Then create a slice to select the first 4 numbers from the list and print the slice. All right, so let's add a comment and create our slice. So we'll say numbers brackets. So the first 4 numbers in the list will begin from index 0, column, index 4. Remember, index 4 is for the 5th element, but the 5th element will not be included in our slice. Let's store this slice in a variable. So let's call it slice of 4 equals our slice. And now let's go ahead and print the slice. So let's add a comment and we'll say print slice of 4, slice of 4. Let's run the program and we can see our sorted list here and our slice of 4 also here. So this gives us the first 4 numbers. So finally, remove the number 12 from the list and print the updated list. Okay, let's add a comment. To remove 12 from the list, we need to use a remove method. So we'll write numbers dot remove 12. And now let's print the updated list. So to do that, we'll say print updated list, comma, numbers. Let's run the program. We have our sorted list. We have our slice of 4. And now we have the updated list after removing 12 from the list. Again, problem solved. Kudos on reaching another significant milestone in your learning journey. Your determination and commitment are truly inspiring as you mature into a true Python programmer. Remember, with each step forward, you are building a stronger foundation for your future success. Keep up the great work and embrace the journey ahead with enthusiasm and confidence. If you encountered any errors, don't hesitate to share them in the comment section below. I'm here to assist you every step of the way. I hope you found this video helpful and learned something new. If you did, please hit the like button and consider subscribing to my channel for more coding videos like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.